The rush to repay TARP funds is on. Citigroup at the top of the list, pressing to match Bank of America's efforts. Peter Cook is in Washington, D.C. following the story. Peter.
Well, Judah, the latest here is that Citi CEO Vikram Pandit is pushing hard to get out from under the TARP. No big surprise there. He wants to reach agreement with the government on an exit plan as soon as this week, according to people familiar with the situation. But so far, there is no deal, no guarantee he's going to get one. One holdup is that Citi's obligations to the government are more complicated than other TARP recipients. In addition to the $20 billion in outstanding bailout funds, that TARP money, the government also owns a 34% stake in Citi, the result of $25 billion in TARP funds that were converted to common shares last September. And also, the government has guarantees on $301 billion of Citi's devalued securities, mortgages, auto loans, commercial real estate, and other assets. Now, the Treasury and regulators want Citi to deal with all of these obligations, not just the $20 billion in direct bailout funds, according to a person familiar. And there's also the question of how much private capital Citi's going to have to raise in order to satisfy the government that it is indeed healthy enough to stand on its own. Treasury spokesman Andrew Williams wouldn't comment specifically on any institution, but says Treasury continues to believe that banks and the financial system are better off with private capital. A Citigroup spokesman declined to comment on this situation. Deirdre?
And Peter, it sounds like Bank of America's repayment has certainly stepped up the pressure on Citi.
It stepped up the pressure on all the banks, really, that are still under TARP's reach, if you will. No doubt about it. With B of A's exit, Citi would be the only large U.S. bank on the list of companies receiving exceptional assistance from the government. That means, Eric, it's the only big bank under the pay restrictions set by Payzar Ken Feinberg. The fear, of course, top talent will leave the bank, and as a result, it's going to be at a competitive disadvantage.